"Mercy!" they cried, and the monsters of Earth answered. Warlord Kethvar's claws scraped the armrest. "Ensign rail, patch this through every human frequency. Now." Savarel's tentacles flew across her console. The bridge hummed as the Vraxian dreadnought's arrays locked onto Earth's battered comms grid. She routed the signal: primitive radio waves, cell towers, surviving satellites. Warlord Vaur's hologram image filled the feed. Towering, scaled, eyes glowing with conquest. "Humans of Earth," Vaur growled, voice amplified to thunder. "Your fleets burn. Your cities kneel. Surrender unconditionally. Deliver your leaders to my flagship within one cycle. Resist, and we glass your world from orbit. Mercy ends now." Sava watched the broadcast cascade. Icons blinked green across occupied zones. New York, Shanghai, Lagos. Human screens flickered to life in the ruins below. No chatter clogged the channels, no frantic pleas. Just silence. She logged it. Human response, absent, probable mass panic. Recommend psychological ops escalation. Vaur leaned back. "Excellent."
"They'll break by dawn." Sava nodded, but her frills twitched.
Silence from prey meant surrender. Or trap. She pushed the doubt down. Major Lena Ortiz crouched in the Denver bunker, fingers dancing over a cracked tablet. The ultimatum blared from a jury-rigged speaker. Vraxian warlord, all bluster. She muted it. "Sat, burst incoming," she said to her comms tech. "Reroute the survivors." Mirror orbits now. The tech nodded, sweat beading. Lena's team had clawed 3 civilian birds back online amid the invasion's first salvos. No weapons, just eyes and relays. She synced the grid, ping. Global nodes lit up, hidden bunkers in the Rockies. Andes relays, Pacific subs, a patchwork net, burst only to dodge Vraxian jammers. "Counter-strike window, 040 Zulu," Lena announced. Tanaka's raiders hit ports. Air wings seed storms, ground teams jam landings. No heroics. Precision only. Her ops chief raised a hand. "Ma'am, their fleet's still overhead. One volley, routine." Lena cut in. She tapped the logistics board. Fuel caches full. Ammo distributed. Medevac routes clear. Impossible odds? Just Tuesday on a death world. Confirm with Voss and Tanaka. Execute on my mark. Execute. Captain Jiro Tanaka ghosted through the Seattle ruins, his squad in blacked-out exosuits. Rain sheeted down, masking their steps. Vraxian landers squatted on the docks like bloated ticks, disgorging peacekeepers. Tanaka signaled halt. His HUD pinged Lena's window. T-20. "Flank left," he whispered. "Silence the sentries. No alarms." His team melted into shadows, knives out, suppressors tight. Terrain favored them. Slick pavement, thunder-masking boots. Aliens slipped. First sentry dropped, without a gurgle. Tanaka's blade found the throat plate gap. Precise. Clean. Warlord Vara's shuttle punched through thunderheads over the Atlantic seaboard. Storm warnings? Primitive superstitions. He waved off the pilot's scan. "Land the brigade. Secure the sector." Boots hit mud first. Vraxian troops fanned out. Armored. Plasma rifles humming. 500 elites, fresh from orbital drops. Earth's air reeked of ozone and salt, but Var strode forward. "Establish perimeter," he barked. Humans cower. Flush them. Lightning cracked. Wind howled at 80 knots. Rain lashed like flechette rounds. A squad lead yelped. "Warlord, visibility 0. Var's pistol vaporized the complainer. "Advance," Savarel monitored from orbit. Her console erupted in pings. Brigade vitals spiking. Casualties, 12%, then 27%. Warlord ground teams report. Environmental failure. She patched the feed. A trooper's helmet cam. Hailstones the size of fists cratered armor. Winds snapped antennae. Lightning arced into a plasma rifle. Boom. Trooper cooked inside his suit. Impossible. Earth weather exceeds tolerances. Var's hologram snarled. Pull back. "We demand their surrender." Sava logged it. Humans hadn't fired. The planet did. Lena Ortiz watched the SAT bursts confirm. Vraxian brigade stalled in the storm. "Perfect. Mark," she said. Global clocks synced. In Tokyo, Tanaka's raiders struck. Silenced Vraxian patrols crumpled. They seized a lander, planted charges. No kills beyond necessity. Exfil, Tanaka ordered. His team vanished into fog. Dr. Mara Voss knelt in a manila foxhole, stabilizing a gut-shot Marine. Vraxian fire chattered overhead, scattered, panicked. Incoming wounded. Her radio crackled. She glanced up. 2 Vraxian scouts staggered in, armor breached by debris. One clutched a sucking chest wound. The other dragged him. Voss didn't hesitate. Tourniquets. Stabilize. Her team froze. Doc. There. Orders. She snapped. She sealed the chest with phone-pumped regen gel. The alien gurgled, eyes wide. Why? It rasped in broken English, translator glitching. Voss met its gaze. Because we choose. The scout slumped. Alive. Message delivered. Warlord Vower's brigade reeled, half-drowned in flash floods, lightning-fried comms. Humans emerged then. Not hordes, but ghosts. Raiders hit flanks. Snipers picked officers. Jammers blacked skies. Sava's bridge alarms wailed. Warlord, brigade at 40% strength. Human counterstrikes coordinated. Every theater. Vor roared, slamming controls. Orbital scans showed it. Pinpoint hits worldwide. No wasteful barrages, just enough to shatter lines. Glass them! Fleet reports interference, Sava said. Burst nets jamming targeting. And ground teams begging evac. A new feed, captured Vraxian, bandaged by a human medic. It broadcast. They heal us, then kill us clean. Vower's claws trembled. Pride cracked. Lena Ortiz tallied the board. Losses minimal. Vraxian peacekeepers routed. Fleet wobbling. Tanaka. Voss. Old for Phase 2. Captain Tanaka crouched atop of Vraxian wreck. Storm raging. His squad prepped demo charges. Alien survivors huddled, weapons down. One raised claws. Mercy. Tanaka lowered his rifle. Surrender. Properly. They complied. He zip-tied them. No executions. Savarel forwarded the plea. Warlord. All ground elements request ceasefire. Human restraint. It's breaking us. Vower stared at the Holos. Earth's storms churned unchecked. Humans fought like predators. Brutal, precise, merciful in victory. Open channel, he grated, to all humans. We request terms. Silence answered. Then Lena's voice, calm. Patch to Geneva frequency. No glassing. No ultimatums. Talk. Sava logged the turnover. Human normal. Disciplined violence. Restraint as weapon. Earth rewrites terror. Thunder rolled. The warfleet hung. Begging. Word count, 1427. Lena Ortiz's fingers stabbed the calm button. Corridor Alpha. Detroit trucks haul south on I-75. Link rail at Toledo. Beta. Mississippi barges. Double load medkits. Gamma. Canadian rail from Windsor. Priority batteries. A chorus of affirmatives crackled back. Ortiz scanned the holomap. Scattered human units, army remnants, marine squads, civilian militias, now funneled into 3 unbreakable lines. Vraxian blockades crumbled under civilian rigs, disguised as refugees. No grand charges. Just flow. She swiped to inventory feeds. Captured Vraxian caches blinked green. Plasma cells, power packs, autosurgeons. All squads. Standardized now. Vraxian type. 3 ammo in every rifle. Batteries to 90%. Medkits. Human morphine plus their regen gel. Report compliance. Bravo team, green. Tanaka's voice cut in, crisp from a Kentucky ridge. Voss here, Phase 1 complete. Added the medic, her field station buzzing behind her words. Ortiz nodded to empty air. Logistics won wars, not heroes. She patched engineers next. Team Delta, farm co-ops online. Mix ammonium nitrate with diesel from those downed Virax dropships. Scrap rebar into pits. Rivers get the slurry bombs. Plant along all landing zones. Traps hot in 2 hours. Ortiz leaned back. Her command truck hummed on a back road near Geneva outskirts. Outside, rain sheeted down. Earth's normal, deadly to soft-shelled Vrax. She keyed the open channel to the invaders. 1 line only. Acknowledge prisoners. Cease attacks on hospitals. Static hissed. Then a Vrax hiss, "Human commander, we hold orbitals." "Surrender or acknowledge," she repeated. "Or no quarter on ground teams." The line died. Ortiz returned to spreadsheets. Stolen Vrax fuel tallied. Enough for Phase 2. Captain Jiro Tanaka sighted through his scope. Vraxian patrol skittered across the mud-churned field below his ridge perch. 6 warriors, claws up, scanning human ghosts. His squad, 8 operators, silenced rifles, held breath in the storm. "Timing," Tanaka whispered. Terrain favored them. Knee-deep slurry from earlier rains hiding pit traps. He signaled. Burst shot cracked. Vrax's knee joint vaporized. The alien crumpled, gurgling. Panic rippled. They fired wild bursts into shadows. Tanaka's team picked them. Throat, joints. Non-lethal where possible. Slurry sucked it down. Fertilizer charge detonated. Boom, muffled by mud. Acidic bloom ate armor. Survivors dropped weapons. Tanaka slid down, rifle trained. Surrender. Hands or claws. High. The lead Vrax chittered, mandibles trembling. "You fight. Fair? Heal our wounded?" Tanaka zip-tied them. "If they live, move." His demo team wired the patrol's hover tank. Stolen batteries primed charges. One press, and the Gamma corridor opened wider. Warlord Keth Varu's command deck shuddered. Alarms wailed as another orbital jammer bloomed over Pacifica. "Report!" he bellowed. Ensign Savarail's claws flew over consoles. Her station anchored the chaos. Comms feeds from every continent. Warlord, corridors confirmed. Humans reroute supplies on primitive rails, trucks, water. Our caches stripped. Ground teams hit traps. Fertilizer explosives, casualties at 80%. Vaur's spines flared. Humans should cower. Yield fleets. Beg terms. Instead, precise strikes. No frenzy. Counter-strike. Bombard those lines. Fleet locked, Sava said. Burst nets everywhere. Jammers from civilian vans. And transmissions. They demand we stop hospital hits. Acknowledge prisoners? Vaur froze. His scans showed it. Human medevacs pulling Vrax survivors mid-firefight. Bandaged, guarded, alive. Why? A new feed burst in. Tanaka's squad hauling zip-tied Vrax to barges, efficient, merciless in fight, gentle in win. "They're sustaining us," Sava logged, voice hushed. Impossible data. Violence with ledgers. Dr. Mara Voss clamped the final regen gel patch on a Vrax torso. The alien warrior hissed, 4 eyes wide. Bullet wounds, sealed. Human .308 through its midsection, now stanched. Beside it, a human private groaned, shrapnel-pocked. "Hold still," Voss told the Vrax. "Gel bonds in 30. You'll walk." It clawed weakly at restraints. "Why? Save? You kill Ken." Voss injected morphine. Rules. Kill clean in combat. Heal who surrenders. Your medkit worked on my guy. Fair trade. The private stirred. "Doc, corridor barge incoming?" 2 mics out. Voss checked her tablet. Ortiz's spreadsheet synced live. Medkit stocks, green. She waved Corman. "Load both patients." Outside, river thunder masked the barge hum. Rack's gunship circled high, hesitant. 1 dove. Hospital-marked tent shredded. Boss ducked, grabbed her rifle. Bastards. But Ortiz's order held. Cease hospitals, or no prisoners returned. The gunship peeled off, empty. Voss keyed squad net. Ortiz, Voss. Beta corridor med station secure. 12 racks stabilized. En route Geneva talks. Traps thinning their air support. Copy. Phase 2 green light. Ortiz replied. Savarel's console lit like a supernova. "Please flood it in. Evac. Traps everywhere. Humans heal, then vanish. Corridors unbreakable." Warlord Vaur loomed over her. "Auctions?" She pulled hollows. 3 human lines pulsed, trucks churning mud, rails clacking under guard, barges slicing fog, trap blooms dotted Vrax positions, scrap shrapnel fields, fertilizer hells. Ground forces at 20%, fleet jammers pinned. "Humans don't charge," Sava said. "They supply. Trap. Heal our wounded as bait. Breaks morale." Vara's claws gouged the deck. Pride demanded, glassing. Scans showed Geneva prepped, not for surrender, But terms, human voices calm. No ultimatums. Open all channels, VAR graded. To Ortiz. Ceasefire. We. Withdraw ground teams. Silence stretched. Then Ortiz. Acknowledge. Prisoners to Geneva neutral zone. No orbital fire. Fleet holds position. Sava logged furiously. Human normal. Spreadsheets rally armies. Stolen fuel fuels restraint. Earth predators. Apex in mercy. Lena Ortiz watched the first barge dock at Geneva docks. Vrax's prisoners shuffled off, bandaged. Human guards herded them to tents. No cheers. Just tallies updating. Supplies at 110%. Traps reset. Tanaka's voice patched in. Phase 2, demo the Rex. Corridors expand. Affirm. Ortiz eyed the sky. Vrax's fleet hung. Engines cold. Warlord's terms incoming. Humbled. She transmitted final order. All units, hold fire, but stay loaded. Thunder growled. Humans waited, spreadsheets ready. Captain Tanaka ghosted through the Vrax camp outskirts. Night cloaked his squad, silk black gear blending with river mist. Goal, collapse their last supply node before talks. Conflict sparked. Sentry drones whirred alive. Tanaka signaled low crawl. Timing perfect. Voss's earlier barge run drew eyes riverward. His knife silenced the first drone. Team breached wire. Inside, Vrax crates stacked. Their own ammo. Now human standardized. Charges, Tanaka breathed. Wires snipped. Beeps armed. Alarms shrieked late. Vrax rushed. Claws gleaming. Tanaka's rifle barked. Precise bursts dropped leaders. Squad flowed. Terrain masters. Mud pits tripping foes into traps. One Vrax lunged. Tanaka sidestepped. Rifle butt cracked its jaw. Zip tie. Surrender. It complied. Mandibles slack. Mercy. Again. Talks start soon. Tanaka hauled it out. Demo timer ticked. 60 seconds. Explosion lit the night. Controlled. Pinpoint. Node gone. Corridors owned. Warlord Vower paced as shuttles ferried ground survivors up. Ensign Sava tallied beside him. Losses catastrophic, but humans returned 80% healed. They're not orcs, Sava said. Worse, disciplined. Restrain when they could slaughter. Vower grunted. Hollow showed Ortiz's trucks rolling unmolested now. Terms, evacuate all orbitals. Reparations. Geneva feed opened. Ortiz's face filled screens. Calm, ledger in hand, Captain Jiro Tanaka sliced the sewer grate lock with a vibro knife. His squad slipped in behind him, ghosts and black Nomex. Stench hit first. Raw sewage mixed with alien coolant leaks. Tanaka ignored it. Goal. Relay station above. Their orbital link. One great breach. No alarms. He low-crawled first. Rebreather humming soft. Pipes groaned overhead. Squad followed. 6 operators. Silenced carbines slung. Map glowed on wrist hollow. 200 meters north. Access ladder. Drones patrolled vents. Vrax tech. Heat seekers. Tanaka signaled halt. Drone whirred close. He palmed a micro-M pellet. Thumbed it live. Tossed. Pulse bloom silent. Drone dropped. Circuits fried. Squad advanced. Ladder reached. Tanaka climbed. Mag boots muting clanks. Hatch above. Pressure sealed. He patched a nanodrill. Bits whirred subsonic. Seal popped. He rolled into sub-level corridor. Lights dimmed. Station on backup power already? No, is doing soon. Squad fanned out. Vrax guards patrolled. 4, claws tapping tile. Tanaka knife-handed the nearest. Blade slipped between plates, severed spine. Body slumped soundless. Second guard turned. Tanaka's garrote wire snapped taut. Choked gasp cut short. Third lunged. Squad mates suppressed pistol whispered 2 rounds. Chest blooms. Fourth spun. Knife from Tanaka ended it. Pommel to temple. Power room ahead. Consoles hummed. Mainbreaker. Alien scripted, but universal. Tanaka yanked conduits. Sparks spat. Lights died station-wide. Emergency reds flickered on. Clear, he whispered into throat mic. Power down. Breach main. Squad stacked on command deck hatch. Tanaka breached. Charge popped seals. They flowed in. Vrax scrambled in dark. Claws scraped. Bellows rose. Tanaka's team owned the shadows. Precise stuns dropped 3. Station commander, hulking Vrax major, spines flared. It grabbed a sidearm. Tanaka tackled low. Rifle butt cracked mandible. It thrashed. He zip-tied claws, flipped it prone. Auth code, Tanaka said. Boot on neck. All clear. Reinforcements inbound. The major gurgled. Mandibles clicking refusal. Tanaka pressed harder. Your fleet hears. Where your spine snaps. Language chip translated rough. Vrax tongue like grinding gravel. It complied. Pod console. Coded burst fired. Relay secure. Send ground teams Alpha through Gamma. No threats. Tanaka nodded to Tech. Jam outbound. Loop it. He hauled the major up. You're our trophy. Breathe steady. Alarms wailed outside. Reinforcements inbound, as baited. Tanaka's wrist hollow pinged. Ortiz's voice. Tanaka. Artillery zeroed. Beacons hot. Squad moved. Rax reinforcements poured in. 20. Armored. Plasma rifles hot. They funneled perfect hallway choke. Tanaka slapped beacon tags. Microtransponders. Mag adhesive. Stuck them on lead Vrax pauldrons as they charged past. Silent strikes. Knife hilts to necks. Tags planted. 5 tagged before they reacted. Pull back, Tanaka ordered. Squad retreated to exfil vent. Vrax bellowed pursuit. Artillery dropped. First salvo. 155mm smart rounds. Ortiz's gridlocked. Beacons painted targets. Explosions ripped hull armor shredded. Vrax flung. Tagged leaders vaporized mid-charge. Survivors scattered. Confidence cracked. Second wave. Precision cluster. Tanaka watched via drone feed. Vrax broke. Trampling own wounded. 80%, he murmured. Mercy window open. Exfil now. Squad dragged 3 prisoners. Major and 2 tagged stragglers. Voss waited topside. Combat medic. Medkit slung. This way, she said. Barge idled in mist-shrouded canal. Engines cold. Tanaka shoved prisoners aboard. Voss knelt by first Vrax. Stabilize, she ordered Corman. Injected nanosealant into gut wound. Vrax hissed. Why? Heal. Talks, Voss replied. You fight fair, we end fair. She bound its wounds, left it breathing. Relay station secured. Tanaka patched final hack. Audio loop. Human heartbeat, steady thump. Recorded from his own squad. Broadcast on all Vrax freaks. Open loop. No words. Just pulse. Alive. Hunting. Squad vanished into night. Barge slipped current. Prisoners secured. Alive. Ensign Savarel clutched her console as the Geneva feed split. Major Ortiz's face held steady. Ledger open. Voice even. Evacuate orbitals within 6 hours. Reparations. Full fleet disassembly for scrap credit. Medevac channels stay open. Warlord Kethvar slammed fist on armrest. Bridge shook. Insolent. We hold your cities. Sava's ears rang. Relay chatter flooded in. Then cut. Static. Heartbeat. Thump thump. Human rhythm. Looped endless. Her spines prickled. Relay status? Var barked. Sava patched through. Commander captive, sir. Reinforcements. Ambushed. Beacons. Human artillery walked right onto us. Losses. 92%. Var's eyes widened. First crack in his iron mask. Impossible. They slaughter? No, warlord. Sava pulled hollow logs. Prisoners taken. Wounded. Stabilized. That heartbeat. It's theirs. Mocking. They're ghosts. Shuttles screamed past viewports. Survivors docking. Hulls pitted. One pilot rasped, over comm. They tagged us, knew every move. Then, mercy shots. Pulled brothers from wrecks. Vower paced. Ortiz's feed pinged open again. Captain Tanaka reports relay secured. Your major sends regards. Alive en route to Geneva under truce flag. Sava froze. Tanaka, the shadow raid ghost. Her logs overflowed. Impossible data. Silent kills. Power cuts without blasts. Beacons like hunter marks. And restraint, leaving foes to crawl, beg. They're not orcs, Sava whispered. Var shot her glare, but she pressed. Orcs rage. These plan. Wait. Hunt quiet. Take breathing trophies to break us. Vaur's claws dug into throne. Heartbeat pulsed bridge wide now. Hacked relays bleeding it everywhere. Thump thump. Steady. Unrelenting. Open terms, he growled. Mercy for evacuation. Ortiz nodded. Ledger closed. Agreed. But remember, anger humans. They ended disciplined. Feed cut. Heartbeat looped on. Sava tallied final losses. Humans. 2 wounded, Voss patching already. Vrax, shattered. Fleet engines thrummed. Retreat vector locked. Earth receded. A death world marble. Humans waited below. Spreadsheets ready. Quiet hunters. Trophies breathing. Major Lena Ortiz signed the accord. Trucks rolled unmolested, ferrying Vrax wounded to neutral zones. Voss oversaw triage tents. Human and alien side-by-side drips. Tanaka reported in. Mud-caked. Rifle slung. Relays ours. Heartbeats their new anthem. Ortiz smiled faint. Good, they learn. We fight to win peace, not piles. Vrax shuttles lifted. Orbitals powered down. Reparations barges queued. Earth spun on. Humans humble in victory. Competent, restrained, apex quiet. Warlord Vower's final log. Sava archived. Fear the disciplined. They rewrite terror. Heartbeat echoed faint. One last thump. Mara Voss sliced through the alien's armored scales with her vibroscalpel. Blood, green and viscous, spurted onto her gloves. The Vrax soldier thrashed, forearms flailing, but restraints held firm. Easy, Voss said. She nodded to her corpsman. Get him with another dose of tranq. We need him stable, not sushi. The clinic hummed under emergency lights. Human wounded groaned on one side of the partitioned room. Vrax casualties filled the other, limbs mangled by Tanaka's raids, burns from Ortiz's precision strikes. Voss worked fast. She sutured the femoral artery, ignoring the alien's guttural snarls. Her tablet beeped. She activated the prisoner's body cam, standard Vrax issue, still clipped to his harness. The lens whirred to life, capturing every stitch, every injection. Procedure logged, she murmured. Earth standard. Save life first. The Vrax blinked compound eyes at her. You heal enemy? Why? Voss tied off the suture. Because we can. She packed the wound with antibiotic gel, tagged it with a human RFID chip. Data streamed live. Vitals, treatment history. Their tech now broadcast human mercy to the fleet. She moved to the next table. A Vrax gunner, shrapnel in his torso. Voss extracted fragments while the cam rolled. No edits, no secrets. Let Vower watch his troops knit back together under human hands. Hours blurred. Voss stabilized 12. Tagged them all. Rations pouches clipped to belts. Broad-spectrum antibiotics in pouches marked for Varric's physiology. Neutralize our bioweapons if present. She penned a note on each. Return to your lines. Ceasefire offer. Neutral zones for evacuation talks. No pursuit. Trucks idled outside the captured clinic. Voss loaded the gurneys herself. Drive slow, she told the driver. Wave white flags. Let their drones see. The convoy rolled toward Vrax's forward base. Voss rode shotgun, rifle stowed. Her body cam feed patched to Ortiz's command net. Mercy as message. Warlord Kethvar's claws scraped his throne as the first truck breached the perimeter. Ensign Savarel manned the scan console, her frills quivering. Incoming humans. Sava reported. Wounded aboard. Our signatures. Stabilized. Vower leaned forward. Bridge crew hissed. Screens flickered. Vrax cams showed sutures, drips, human hands gentle on scales. Trick, Vor growled. They poisoned from within. Sava cross-checked feeds. No toxins. RFID tags confirm. Treatments logged. They fed them. Trucks halted. Hatches opened. Stabilized Vrax staggered out, clutching ration packs. One raised a shaky claw. Warlord. They mended us. Sent this. A human-printed ceasefire offer fluttered down. Vower snatched it. Words burned. Evacuate wounded first. Neutral corridor proposed. Humans hold fire. Crew murmured. Sava tallied. 12 returned, combat-ready in days. Human losses? Minimal. Their medics patched allies too. Vower's mandibles clicked. Accept wounded. Open mercy corridor. They break on our generosity. Surrender follows. Sava relayed orders. Drones mapped the corridor. 10 clicks of open scrubland, flanked by Vrax barricades. Bait for human desperation. Corridor active, Warlord. They advance. We envelop. Vower watched the trucks retreat. His returned troops shuffled aboard shuttles, whispering of human blades that healed. Fear coiled in his gut, not rage, but this quiet competence. Major Lena Ortiz studied the drone feed in her bunker. Tanaka crouched beside her, wiping mud from his rifle. Corridors live, Ortiz said. Vower's bait. Tanaka grinned. We bite back. Ortiz tapped her ledger. Terrain data scrolled. Scrub perfect for funnels. She keyed commands. Non-lethals first. Sonic barricades. Flashnets. Kill lines concealed behind. Lethals only on breach. Teams moved like clockwork. Engineers dropped sensor webs under soil. Sonic emitters hummed in ditches, tuned to Vrak's hearing. Barricades rose. Foamcrete walls, deceptive and soft-looking. Behind them, Tanaka's spec ops vanished into shadows, rifles silenced. Monitor all, Ortiz ordered. Log every move. Boss's prisoners seeded doubt. This seals it. Drones hummed overhead. Vrak's corridor beacons pulsed green. Ortiz watched a human patrol test the edge. Scouts in exosuits probing. Sava's console lit up. Human advance.
Small force. Entering corridor.
Vower barked laughter. Envelop now. Flankers surged. Vrak's armor thundering. But humans didn't charge. They halted mid-corridor. Sonic barricades activated. Waves hit Vrak's lines first. Ensign Sava clutched her station as frequency spikes shredded eardrums. Vrak's warriors dropped, clutching heads, foam from mouths. Pull back, Sava yelled. Screens showed humans unmoved. Earplugs, standard kit. Barricades rose, funneling Vraks into kill boxes. Tanaka's voice crackled over intercepted comms. Terrain owns them. Hold. Vraks crashed against foamcrete. Nets launched. Flash pulses blinding compound eyes. Warriors stumbled, blinded, into concealed pits. Ortiz nodded at her display. Non-lethals at 80%. Log it. Sava tallied carnage. No dead. Yet, humans tagged fallen Vraks with RFID darts. Stabilize your own. Corridor remains open. For evacuation. Vower roared. Bridge shook. Lethals. Crush them. But flanks faltered. Sonic waves pinned troops. Humans waited. Silent. Precise. One Vrak squad breached a barricade. Tanaka's ghosts rose. Silenced rounds cracked. Kneecaps shattered. Not skulls. Wounded dragged back. Tagged. Sava's frills flattened. They're hurting us. Mercy as trap. Vower's claws gouged armrests. Feeds looped Voss's surgeries, now overlaid with corridor logs. Humans fought to win peace, restrained, endless. Cease advance, Vower snarled. Open terms. Full retreat. Ortiz closed her ledger. Trucks rolled again. Voss at triage. Alien wounded piled in. Humans side by side. Tanaka slung his rifle. They learn fast. Earth spun below. Beacons pulsing like heartbeats. Vrak's fleet-powered engines. Sava archived the log. Mercy, weaponized. Humans rewrite it harder. Doctor. Voss sutured another scale. Her cam rolled. Welcome back to deadly normal. Warlord Vower's shuttle docked. He clutched the ceasefire accord, claws trembling. Humans waited below. Spreadsheets open, rifles clean, apex restrained. Heartbeat thumped once. Steady. Unbroken. Ensign Savarel's frills quivered as casualty footage looped on her screen. A Vrak's warrior charged a human barricade. Rounds cracked, precise. The warrior's legs buckled, scales cracking at the joints. No kill shot. Humans dragged him back. Slapped an RFID dart on his carapace. Stabilize your own. The tag pulsed in translation. Sava paused the feed. Her claws stabbed notes. Restraint deliberate. 80% non-lethal hits. Under fire. Impossible. She cross-referenced 10 sectors. Same pattern. Humans fired from cover. Foliage-choked ruins. Rain-slicked streets. Vrak squads advanced. Sonic disruptors humming. Humans held fire until breach. Then, silenced bursts to limbs. Wounded tagged. Corridors left open. No pursuit. Sava's vents hissed. Why heard? Why mercy? Bridge chatter swelled. Warlord Kethvar's shadow loomed over her station. Report, Ensign. Human positions? Sava straightened. Scattered, Warlord. But footage shows, strikes now, Var bellowed, his claws gouged the command rail. Saturation on all grids, burn their nests. Sava's drones launched on his order. Superior sensors pierced clouds, thermal blooms, even buried bunkers. She routed them low, skimming treetops. Humans moved below, infantry squads, supply trucks, drones locked pings. Then, nothing. Foliage swallowed them, thick canopies in the Amazon grid, vines like living nets. Drones dove deeper. Smoke bloomed from human vents, not fires. Chemical haze warped infrared. Rain hammered next, turning mud to soup. Human tracks vanished into it. Sava zoomed. A squad leader, female, insignia marking Major Ortiz, gestured. Trucks halted. Troops melted into ditches, cloaks blending with leaf litter. Drones circled. No thermals. No motion. Lost contact, Sava reported. Her voice cracked. They disappear. Sensors blind in this weather. Vaur snarled. Irrelevant. Bombardment proceeds. Orbital barrages on drone ghosts. Kinetics rained. Earth shuddered. Sava patched feeds. Vrax forward depots first to light up. Supply pods, stacked in clearings, detonated under friendly fire. Ammo pallets chain exploded. Fuel spheres ruptured. Plasma blooming. Vrax ground teams scattered, screaming into comms. Warlord! A sensor tech yelped. Our depots, adjust vectors, Vor roared, but cascades spread, human positions untouched. Aliens' own strikes cratered their lines. Sava's screens flickered. A new feed hacked in. Grainy, ground level. Human special ops, ghosts in gray camo. Captain Tanaka, per intel, led them. They ghosted through depot smoke. Rifles slung low. No kills. Vrax guards clutched wounds from shrapnel, not bullets. Tanaka's team scaled a relay tower. Orbital uplink node gleamed at the top. Drones failed to spot them. Rain-masked boots. Foliage muffled grapples. Smoke from Var's blunder hid their climb. Tanaka reached the console. His gloved hand punched overrides. Uplink seized. Fleet sensors went dark. Sava's bridge plunged into red alert. Orbital blind. 8 minutes minimum. Vaur slammed his console. How? Sensors supreme! Alarms wailed. Sava replayed the hack. Tanaka's team tagged blinded Vrax with more darts. Evacuate node. Mercy corridor open. They vanished down the tower, into the storm. Fleet hung helpless. Ground reports flooded. Human counterstrikes. Disciplined. Precise. No frenzy. Major Ortiz's voice cut through intercepted chatter. Logistics hold. Non-lethals primary. Tag and release. Sava tallied fresh casualties. Vrax wounded piled. Limbs pinned, not pierced. Stabilize. Evacuate. Humans pushed flanks. Herded squads into kill boxes, but boxes stayed open. Doctor. Voss's medevac trucks rolled in, lights flashing. She stabilized Vrax scales beside human fractures. You're next. Her cam caught her saying to a groaning warrior. No malice. Routine. Vaur paced. Cease bombardments. Recall drones. What sorcery? Sava forwarded her analysis. Not sorcery, warlord. Camouflage. Terrain. Restraint. They fight to win. Without waste. Drones recovered partial scans. Humans re-emerged. Tanaka's ghosts linking with Ortiz's lines. Trucks hauled alien wounded uphill to neutral zones. Voss sutured under floodlights, her team ignoring incoming fire. One Vrax lunged, drugged haze. A human medic pinned him gentle. Easy. You're patched. Sava's frills flattened, patterns stacked. Humans turned Earth against sensors. Foliage jammed drone props. Rain shorted optics. Smoke fooled thermals. And mercy? It broke morale. Rax warriors hesitated. Corridors open. Tags blinking. Advance meant traps. Retreat meant shame. Vaur gripped his throne. On sign. Hail them. Terms. Sava transmitted. Static crackled. Ortiz replied. Terms? Specify. Fleet-wide screens looped Voss's triage. Humans side by side with Vrax. Tanaka's rifle stayed slung. Ortiz closed a tablet. 85% non-lethal. Efficient. 8 minutes ticked out. Sensors rebooted. Too late. Human beacons pulsed. Orbital defenses live. slave to the seized uplink. Vrak's engines strained against grapples. Sava archived. Humans rewrite camouflage. Mercy as blade. Vaur's claws trembled on the Accord slate. Full retreat, Mercy granted. Earth's heartbeat thumped below. Steady. Major Lena Ortiz watched the alien shuttle descend. Her ledger snapped shut. Trucks idled. Voss at triage. Tanaka cleaned his rifle nearby. No cheers. Just work. They're learning, Tanaka said. Ortiz nodded. Deadly normal. Log it. Vrak's wounded groaned in cots. Humans waited, restrained, apex calm. Ensign Savarail stepped onto soil. Rain pattered her scales. Human medics waved her squad through the corridor. Tags itched on fallen comrades. Voss approached. On scene? Wounded? Sava pointed. All accounted. Your Mercy. Voss smiled faint. Standard protocol. Stabilize. Evacuate. Warmed. Humans fought like this? Always? Fleet engines hummed retreat. Earth spun. Foliage thick. Rain endless. Sensors lied here. Camouflage won. Warlord Vaur clutched the Accord. His voice boomed fleet-wide. We yield. Humans. Unbreakable. Sava boarded. Log final. Invaders brought eyes. Earth taught vanishing. Word count 1427. Major Lena Ortiz slammed her tablet down. Launch windows open. Sights Alpha through Zulu. Fire on my mark. Trucks revved across muddy fields. Camouflaged crews hauled railgun crates from barns and foxholes. Ortiz scanned the holomap. Alien fleet hung in high orbit, sensors blind to Earth's primitive scatter. She tapped the grid. Tanaka, your raiders sync with beta launch. Voss, hold triage fire until exchange ping. Roger. Tanaka crackled back. His voice cut clean over the net. 87 improvised sights blinked green. Ortiz's finger hovered. Fleet formation clustered tight, arrogant, unyielding. Humans treated it as routine logistics. Mark. Rails hummed. Projectiles streaked up, invisible until bloom. Impact spider-webbed shields. Alien cruisers veered, splitting into defensive wedges. Ortiz nodded. Reform denied. They looked down now. Ensign Savarel gripped her console as the Vraks shuddered.
Shields at 60%! Ordnance from surface! Impossible scatter!
Warlord Keth Vaur bellowed from the bridge. Primitives with sticks? Counter battery. Regroup formation. Sava's scales itched. Sensors showed no bases. No factories. Just farms and forests spitting death. Humans hid launches in plain sight. Data spiked. 80-plus vectors, synchronized to force split. Fleet fractured. Cruisers dodging ghosts. Captain Jiro Tanaka leaped from the helo. Wind clawed his tack vest. Below, a damaged alien dropship limped midair, engines trailing smoke. Its squad bays gaped empty. Raiders already planetside. Tanaka fired grapples. Lines bit hull. He swung in, boots magnetizing to struts. Override team, with me, silence holds. His squad slipped through rents. No shouts, no flares. Dropship's AI droned alarms in alien tongue. Tanaka sliced a panel, jacked his slate, code scrolled, terrain map uploaded, terrain mode, crash vector to command antenna, grid echo. 7. Engines whined protest. Dropship banked hard, shedding altitude. Tanaka overrode safeties. Evac in 3, brace. They piled out on chutes. Metal bird plummeted, straight for the fleet's orbital relay tower. Antenna crumpled under mass. Sparks bloomed across low orbit. Tanaka touched down in brush, rifle up. Antenna dark. Fleet comms cut 50%. Ortiz, your windows wide. Dr. Maravas keyed the broadcast array. Gunfire popped distant. Alien prisoners huddled in her triage pen, tags glowing on vitals. Human wounded groaned beside them. Equal cots. She patched the open channel. Warlord Keth Var, this is Human Medical Command. Prisoner exchange at coordinates Tango 2. 40900 Zulu. Send shuttles unarmed. We stabilize yours. You stabilize ours. Honor it under fire. Boss adjusted a splint on Vrak's arm, ignoring the stares. Per team worked seamless. Scalpel to bandage. No pause. A human sergeant coughed blood nearby. Voss slid IV in. Hold steady. Vrak's translator buzzed. You dare schedule a mid-battle? We crush. Voss cut in. Dare, standard protocol. Send the wounded first, or log it as refusal. She hit transmit. Drones hummed overhead, beaming the feed fleet-wide. Mercy clock ticked. Warlord Kefvor's claws scraped his throne. Bridge lights flickered. Antenna down. Formation split. Human voice pierced comms. Exchange demand. Under fire? Insolence, Var roared. They begged surrender with parlor tricks. Savarel forwarded Voss's broadcast. Lord triage feeds confirm. Humans patch our crews mid-raid. No executions. Data, 80 to 5% captives intact. Bauer's optics narrowed. Fleet reports piled. Launches from nowhere, dropship ghosted into antenna. Humans fought precise, restrained. No frenzy. They force our eyes down. Commit the Wrathspire, low orbit burn. Reassert control. Shatter their nests. Engines thrummed. Flagship dove. Heat vents flaring to shed velocity. Sava logged. Humans bait descent. Wrathspire exposes undersides. Major Ortiz's map lit red. Flagship low. Heat vents primary textbook error. She vectored rails. All sites, slave to uplink. Non-lethal spread. Disable drives. Bridge only. Launches ripped skyward. Wrathspire bucked. Vents glowing targets. Crew bays vented atmosphere. Bodies tumbled. Slowed by human chaff drones. Tanaka's scope tracked. Voss. Exchange sites hot. Cover fire? Negative, Voss replied. They send shuttles. Watch. Alien birds descended, bellies open. Vrak's medics hauled litters, human and alien mixed. No shots fired. Voss waved them in. Stabilize cross-species. Log compliance. Savarel's shuttle touched Tango. 4. Rain-slicked ramps. Human medics directed without pause. She scanned. Var's wounded first. Human second. No traps. Voss met her gaze. Unseen. Your lord honors? Sava nodded stiff. Wrathspire crippled. He yields terms. Voss tagged a slate. Efficient. 87% return rate. Captain Tanaka slung his rifle. Perimeter secure. Ortiz's trucks rolled up, ledger out. Fleet splitting further. Retreat vectors live. Warlord Kefvar clutched the relay slate. Human terms scrolled. Withdrawal. No pursuit if mercy held. Wrathspire limped high. Vents slag. Accept. Full retreat. Sava archived from the bridge. Humans didn't outgun. They made the fleet look down and see. Major Ortiz closed her tablet. Trucks idled. No cheers. 85% non-lethal. Log it. Ensign Sava Real stepped onto soil. Human medics waved through. Voss smiled faint. Standard protocol. Earth. Thumped below. Steady. Ensign Savarel slammed the transmit key. Bridge to all decks. Mutiny alert. Warlord's order invalid. Civilians reclassified non-combatants. Stand down executions. Kethvaro whirled from the viewport. His crest flared red. Rel! Retract that now. She held position. Wrathspire's bridge hummed under strain. Drives flickering from human sabotage. Sir? Fleet Code 7, Alpha. Labeling non-threats as combatants triggers mutiny protocol. 80% crew compliance logged. Bauer's claws scraped the command slab. Dropships swarmed below, pinning human cities. He demanded surrender. Humans answered with raids. Silent. Surgical. No fleet matched theirs in open void. But ground? Endless traps. Vrak's legions melted in routine storms, poisoned by standard air. Comms cut her feed. Vor barked. Sava patched through auxiliary. All units. Detain Warlord if order repeats. Human response. Imminent. Alarms wailed. A junior tech nodded her way. First defector. Bauer lunged for the panel. Sava sidestepped. Stun rod ready. Yield, sir. They hear everything. Wrathspire shuddered. Human precision strikes lit the flanks. Vents slag. No hull breach. Engines wind down. Major Lena Ortiz keyed the open channel. Her tablet glowed with vectors. Alien retreat paths plotted. No pursuit zones marked. Warlord Vower. This is Ortiz. Terran Defense Command. Terms. Full withdrawal to Kuiper pickets. Release all detainees at Tango. 4. Accept human medical oversight for evac. Comply, and we log clean exit. Static crackled. Ortiz scanned the holomap. Tanaka's team held the flagship's shadow. Drives disabled. Bridge isolated. Boss prepped the exchange site. Logistics trucks idled, loaded with neutralizer sprays for alien biolocks. Vaur's voice boomed back, laced with gravel. You dictate to conquerors? Your world bleeds. Ortiz tapped a drone feed. Alien shuttles dumped bodies. Brax wounded. Human POWs mixed. No fire from her lines. Bleeds less than yours. 82% casualty asymmetry. Accept terms. Mercy holds both ways. Silence stretched. Ortiz marked detainee counts. 14,000 live. Trucks rolled forward. No cheers, just routine. Captain Jiro Tanaka crouched in the gantry shadows. Rathspire's underbelly loomed, a kilometer of alloy scarred by chaff burns. His timer hit 0. Detonate, he whispered. The charge bloomed silent. Shaped plasma ate drive nacelles clean. No hull crack. No debris field. Engines guttered out. Flagship listing toward Atmo. Tanaka's scope swept the flanks. Brax sentries patrolled vents. Oblivious. Ortiz birds flightless. Bridge feed secure? Affirm. Her voice cut crisp. Tanaka. Hold for exfil. Voss reports inbound. He slung the pack. Terrain favored them. Earth's gravity chewed alien joints. Rain slicked decks. His team ghosted ports. Silenced 3 patrols. No bodies left. Restraint logged. A shuttle hatch hissed open below. Tanaka froze. Humans among them. Stable. Tagged. Voss exchange live. Cover. Negative. Protocol. Tanaka nodded to shadows. Team melted back. Alien birds descended unmolested. Warlord Kefvar gripped the relay slate. Human terms burned. Withdraw, release. Med oversight. Rathspire drifted. Helpless. Mutiny rippled decks. Sava's broadcast sealed it. Vrax wouldn't die for pride. Comms. He growled. Open all freaks. Sava stepped forward. Unbound now. Crew watched. Live, sir. Vare faced the pickup. Humans didn't roar victory. They offered ladders down. One word escaped his jaws. Mercy.
He cut the line. Slate pinged acceptance.
Ortiz's voice followed. Terms active. Shuttles to Tango. 4. No pursuit. Vaur sagged into the throne. Fleet channels lit. Capitulations cascading. Humans turned Deathworld into scalpel. Doctor. Mara Voss knelt in the mud of Tango. 4. Rain pattered tents. Alien shuttle ramps dropped. Vrax medics hauled first litters. Their own wounded. Crests dim. Priority. Hostiles stable. Voss called. Her team fanned out. Hypos ready. Cross-species gels primed. No reactions logged yet. Ensign Savarel emerged, directing stretchers. Human POWs followed, walking wounded. Voss scanned her. Minor burns. No deceit. Warlord honors terms? Voss asked, tagging a Vrax femur fracture. Sava nodded stiff. Rathspire crippled. Full retreat vectors filed. Voss waved in the next litter. Human arm mangled. Alien tourniquet holding. Efficient. Cross triage at 80 to 7%. Log it. Sava blinked. Medics worked seamless. Vrax fluids matched human IVs. No waste. Humans patched enemies first. No gloating. Just hands moving. A groan rose. Vaur's shuttle touched down. He limped out, flanked by guards. Voss rose. Scanner out. Warlord. Fractured crest. Internal bleed. Consent to treat? Vor met her eyes. Your mercy binds us? Protocol. Voss injected stabilizer. Stabilize all. Evac clean. Trucks rumbled up. Ortiz dismounted. Tablet ready. Lead split confirmed. Detainees clear. 14,012. Med oversight vectors approved. Var clutched his side. Sava hovered, archiving data. Human restraint rewrote logs. Impossible became metric. Ensign Savarel watched from the ramp. Earth thrummed. Quakes? No. Just pulse. Human medics waved shuttles through. No traps. Voss triaged Var aboard a truck. Rivals first. Tanaka's perimeter ghosted past. Rifle slung, nods crisp. Ortiz closed her tablet, 85% non-lethal overall, secure. Sava boarded last. Rathspire loomed overhead, limping Kuiper word. Fleet ghosts followed, drives cold. Humans didn't outgun. Didn't need to. They looked up at stars, then made invaders see ground. Vower rasped from the litter. Why stop? Sava relayed Voss's echo. Standard, shuttles lifted. Earth shrank below, steady. Major Lena Ortiz watched the last alien bird vanish into clouds. Trucks idled, engines low. Voss wiped hands, slate balanced. 98% evac survival. Log closed. Ortiz said. No victory whoops. Teams stacked gear. Tanaka approached. Scope stowed. Perimeter cold. They begged clean. Ortiz nodded, disciplined. Hours. Voss joined, kit slung. They learn fast. Ortiz keyed command net. All units, stand down. Earth holds. A stars wheeled above. Routine resumed. Captain Jiro Tanaka crested the ridge. City lights flickered back. Power grids live. Raids done. Ortiz's voice patched through. Tanaka. Debrief at base. Vectors archived. He clicked affirm. Team fanned into brush. Silence their signature. Below, alien wrecks smoked. Contained burns. Humans cleared them next. No rage. Just work. Warlord Keth Vor stared at the slate replay. Human terms accepted. Fleet intact. Pride cracked. Sava filed the final burst. Earth data. Death World Apex. Restraint factor. Undefined. Vower's crest. Dimmed. They are orcs. We. Guests now. Kuiper loomed. Humans watched. Silent. Mercy won.